Most people don't know what it's like to actually be alone at 3 a.m. Not the kind of alone where you're watching Netflix on the couch. I mean deep, industrial night shift alone. Fluorescent lights buzzing. Security monitors flickering. And a silence so thick you start hearing things that aren't there. At least that's what I used to think. Until the night I worked my last shift at Building 14. Let me take you back to January 2022. I was working private security in Northern Ohio. It was a logistics company warehouse complex for buildings. They were mostly automated, barely staffed. My job? Patrol between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Keep the cameras rolling, write hourly reports. Simple work. Boring, honestly. Until Building 14 got reopened. It had been shut for 6 years after a fire. No one liked going near it. They said it gave people weird feelings. But management decided to store some backup equipment in there temporarily, and I was told to check it every night at 2 a.m. First night, nothing. Second night, my flashlight flickered. Dead battery, I thought. Third night, I saw someone in the break room window, just standing there, facing the door. But the building was locked from the outside. I radioed it in. No response. Walked in. Checked every corner. Nobody. Not even a chair out of place. But the temperature inside had dropped 10 degrees colder than the rest of the facility. Fourth night, the real nightmare started. At 2:04 a.m., I entered Building 14. Same routine. Notes, flashlight, check corners. But this time I found something on the security desk. A report sheet. With my name. Written in red ink, but I didn't write it. The timestamp said 3:13 a.m. I hadn't reached that hour yet. I felt it then. Something was watching me. You ever get that cold rush behind your ears? Like the air folds around your neck? I turned slowly toward the locker room hallway. And I swear to you, a tall figure in a yellow fire jacket stepped halfway out and just stood there. No face. Just blackness where a face should have been. I blinked and it was gone. I ran. I didn't even clock out. Next morning, my supervisor asked me why I didn't log my 2 a.m. report. I told him what happened. He laughed until I handed him the red ink report. He looked at it, dead silent. Then he said, "There's no pen like this anywhere in the building," and told me to never talk about it again. A week later, Building 14 was reclosed. They said it was due to safety hazards. But here's the part they don't tell you. The fire that originally shut it down in 2016? It started in the break room, where an overnight worker was trapped and burned alive. He was wearing a yellow fire jacket. He was doing the 2 a.m. check. And the final log report from that night was timestamped 3:13 a.m., same as mine. Practical takeaway. If you're working night shifts, especially in big empty buildings, don't ignore your instincts. If a place feels wrong, leave. Always trust the chill down your spine. And if something shows up on a report that you didn't write, get out. Because time doesn't always move forward in places where trauma lingers. And some shifts were never meant to be finished. Outro. Have you ever experienced anything strange during a night shift? Drop your story in the comments. I might feature it in the next episode. And if you want more real horror stories like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Remember, the night is never empty, you just can't always see what's in it.